If it's fast door cars you love, you've come to the right place right here on Speed Sport 1. Welcome to the International Hot Rod Association and the Outlaw Nitro Series. We have door cars, though, as well, and some of the absolute best on the planet. I'm Ken Stout. That is Tommy Johnson Jr. standing right alongside. Yeah, he's known for winning in Top Fuel and, of course, Funny Car, but he also loves Pro Mod. We also have Mountain Motor Pro Stock here. We have 500-inch Pro Stock cars. We have Pro Nitrous. All the door cars are going to battle it out in the 8th mile.
It's all about cubic inches today. 500 cubic inch Pro Stock or Mountain Motor Pro Stock, almost 1,000 cubic inches. You're going to see it all. Wild cars, wild racing, maybe even some lane swapping. Who knows?
Yeah, these things do anything but go straight, that's for sure. They're a ton of fun to watch, extremely exciting, and as I mentioned, extremely fast. Let's go racing. Class info there. Take a look at the weight. Look at all the different combinations that are available here. I think the one thing of note, take a look at the size of the engines. I mean, there's one out here that is 2 cubic inches short of
1,000.
1,000. And you said he could have it. We just
I rounded it up.
Just give him
went ahead and rounded it up this weekend. Instead of 998, it's 1,000. We're not going to tell Tech, but it's 1,000.
Massive engines.
Tony Wilson's car stumbled a little bit when he started the burnout, but it quickly cleaned up and went on out there. And I actually think he stretched the burnout a little bit longer than normal because he did have a problem getting it started. So it seemed to be a little further out than normal.
Did read as well up to 6 stages of nitrous in some of these combinations. It's incredible how far that technology has come over the course of time.
That's a very technical procedure they're doing right there, but it's also cool to watch. Purging the nitrous.
Always cool to watch, and if you're really close to the track, I mean, it sounds violent as well when you hear how much pressure that stuff's under. So Widener down in the left lane, Wilson in the right lane, top bulbs on, no games here, we're ready to wrap. Both of them running 374, one with a 5, one with a 0. An 043 light for Widener was a little bit quicker. The 036 light for Wilson was a little bit quicker at the starting line. The win will go to Wilson by a mere 2 thousandths of a second. Gets it done in a hole shot.
A little bitty hole shot, but what a solid drag race. Both cars side by side. Less than 100th in the reaction time. And just a few 5,000ths in the ET. Man, that's a close drag race right there. I guarantee you neither one of them know who won when they went through the finish line. They were like that the round before. 381 with a 0 to 381 with a 6 coming in here.
Yeah, 7 thousandths at the starting line there and 5 thousandths at the finish line. Quick math right there. I'll tell you 2 thousandths. 28 10,000ths if you want to go to the 4th digit. But at the end of the day, a really close battle. And let's get it back over to Kristen Beat and the staging lanes.
With Jerry Tucker in the Mountain Motor Pro Stock class. Jerry, how have you guys been battling these conditions? I know a lot of drivers in this class specifically have had to make big adjustments in a direction they don't know will prove victorious.
Well, you just got to stay on top of the weather and stay on top of the track. The track has changed a lot. I think it's pretty good right now, so we got it set up for a good track.
Looking at this class, it's stacked. How do you come out on top?
Well, it's very difficult, and everybody's good drivers. You just got to go out there and race the track and don't outsmart yourself.
So here we go. First pair here in this round. We will get them down to the semifinals. Johnny Placino line up in the right lane. Put it all together there just 1 lap ago. We knew it was inside of the car. He finally found it and made him pay. Corey Voss will line up alongside in the left lane.
Yeah, it's big struggles in qualifying. First round, come out here, 4:18, right with everybody else. A lot of teams first round. Now it's cooler. We can see that they've been talking about all weekend.
Voss qualifying with a 420, 171 miles an hour.
A little deceiving, Placino 506, but that 4:18 first round tells a different story.
Last round, yeah, he found it. Reaction times within 13 thousandths of a second. 4:16 with a 3 to a 4:16 with a 5. So it really comes back just 2 thousandths there at the finish line. He comes back to the starting line. The better of the two over there was Corey Voss. The 033 light to an 020. My bad, Johnny Placino with the better of the two lights here, and will get the win by 11 thousandths. So Placino on a roll now. He's fired up and ready to go. Another 4:16 pass.
We're seeing some great drag racing. A 20 to a 33 light, 4:16.3 to 4:16.5, side by side. I mean, this is really tight, close drag racing.
Up next, Chris Powers and John DeFlorian. DeFlorian lined up in a left-hand lane. Of course, crew chief with him. Brian, they call him Lump Self, and he'll line up alongside Chris Powers.
As a drag racing fan, you love great drag racing, close racing. You want to see them big numbers. How about first round, 4:18 with a 0 and a 4:18 with a 1. You don't think these two guys are matched up evenly?
And both of them know, man, they've got to be on their game here at the starting line. The pressure is absolutely on number 3 and number 6.
We've seen the last two pair, one on a hole shot by just a few thousandths.
Mountain Motor Pro Stock putting on a show. Powers ready to go, but it looks like DeFlorian trying to track him down. Can't get it done. Powers with a 005 light. DeFlorian, I mean, no slouch at 032, but when somebody puts a 00 on you, you're in trouble. And then DeFlorian does go quicker with a 413 and a 5 to a 415.0. The win margin here, 12 thousandths of a second. Mountain Motor Pro Stock in a house.
I'm telling you, it's like they heard us. Whole shot wins galore that round, 3 in a row. 005, and when you leave with the 032 and you're dead late, man, this is some great racing.
Jeremy Huffman comes up here. Of course, our number 1 qualifier did go a 412 with a 9 just last night, 174.57 mile per hour.
Come out, ran a 4:16 first round. All these guys out here winning races on hole shots. Great numbers this round. All the cars are going down the racetrack. And oh yeah, by the way, we've got the number 1 qualifier out here yet to make his run. He gets a single into the semifinals.
You've been talking about lane choice as well. 979.60 foot time. Right there on the clock, left 2 thousandths too early. Look at that. That is the quickest pass we have seen all weekend long in the category. 4.103, 174.75. A great pass there out of Jeremy Huffman. Couple of players here. Jerry Tucker lined up on the right side. Jerry Bickle chassis, Frank Gugliotta power underneath that one. Kurt Neighbor on the left side. Jerry Haas, John Causey combination with that one.
Tucker with lane choice coming in here, a great 4:15 the first round, but conditions are so much better now. We could see something maybe even a little better than that 10. They talked last night about an O. Well, we're getting really close to the 4.0s.
Top bulb on here for Neighbor. 4:23.7 last time out. Tucker with a 4:15 and a 9. Reaction times again, very close here. Separated by just 200ths of a second with the powerhouse over there. Tucker putting it to work. 4:14 with a 9. One more time, just a little bit better. 4:15 with a 9 last time, 4:14 with a 9 this time, 4:18 with a 6 there for Neighbor. Just didn't have enough, got beat at both ends of the track. We are far from done. You got to make sure you come back and join us as we go racing once again in just a few minutes here with the IHRA. Welcome back to Durana Raceway. We're here in Hebron, Ohio, watching some of the best in the business go at it.
.500 cubic inch Pro Stock on the starting line. The veteran, Larry Morgan. We talked to Larry in the tower when it was pouring down rain earlier today, and he couldn't be happier to be out here. You got Dave River from Iowa. I've known Dave for a long time, being from Iowa myself, and he's up here. He's got a big hill to climb here against Larry Morgan.
He does, yeah. 42 NHRA national events and one semifinal appearance there. It happened at Brainerd 2014. Beat Erica Enders. That's something to talk about. And Dave Conley. So that was a really good day there for River. We'll find out if he can beat another one, another great one here, and Larry Morgan.
Larry's heavily involved with the IHRA. Been heavily involved with this racetrack as well.
Super happy to be out here. Loves where he's at.
Ooh, Dave went right in there and staged on Larry.
Yeah. Get him out of his game a little bit. And maybe he did. But
might have. Nope. Look at that. Larry powering ahead.
Yeah, he drives away from him here.
429 for Larry, 461 for Dave. Larry was, it might have worked because Dave had 062 to Larry's 131, but a little too much power over there with Larry.
Yeah, if he could have drove it down to the other end without any issues. Let's take another look at it here.
You could see that front end snap up clearly before Larry's did.
Jeremy Huffman, fastest ET in your class for the weekend. How does that feel?
It feels awesome. You know, like I told you a little bit ago, we're going to throw a little bit more at it this time and see what we can get away with since we were lucky and had the bye run there. And we had that rainstorm come through and the air's got a little bit better, so everybody picked up a little bit there. But we threw a little bit more at it, and the track's great. These guys have done a fantastic job battling through this weather all weekend, the heat, now the rain and stuff. And yeah, we're super excited about that run.
Well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you later on.
See if he chases it here to get lane choice. Boy, beautiful looking pass right there.
429 with a 2, 163.55. He's going the final round against Larry Morgan, and I think that gets him lane choice.
Get the shoe polish out.
Yeah.
429 with a 9, 429 with a 2.
Yeah, it's a bracket car. Got a bracket car Pro Stock.
And we'll take a look at the ladder here in the category, show you how they made their way down to the semifinals. Mike DiDomenico over there on the right-hand side of the ladder did have a bye run in the semifinal, so a really important racer when he was able to beat Jacob McNeil, who struggled throughout the weekend.
Yeah, that the second round win was really important. A bye run to the final round.
The Madman will take on David Monday here. Mike DiDomenico rolling up here, as we talked about, will have a bye run here from Bedford, Ohio.
I just love the looks of this car. It looks fast sitting there. It's not going anywhere. It looks fast.
Gorgeous, gorgeous Corvette. X1 connecting rods is something that they build and sell. Consequently, on the side of the car is it's funding the program. Sal, Gary, Garrett, and Jeff, all part of the crew here. 2019 PDRA World Finals Pro Boost champ. A number of records set with the NMCA. '22 NMCA points champion, runner-up. Yeah, spectacular looking car here. It's burnout. This is a great opportunity for him to come out here with no pressure, take a stab at this, of course, and get ready for the final round.
Yeah, unlike a lot of the categories, we only had 2 that were in the semifinals. The rest of them are all down to the finals, and the final is tough. No track time. You're taking a shot at it here. Well, these guys get at least one shot at it, and Mike gets a free shot at it. So he, even if he misses here, he's got some information he can use for the final round. The other two, if they miss it, they might be going home. Number 2 qualifiers, so that one run they did make in qualifying was a good one.
377 in round 1, 372 in round 2.
Qualified with a 373, so I think they've got this track figured out.
Yeah, pretty impressive, right? Within 0.05 of a second every time down the track. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And off to the left just a little bit. Did a beautiful job of driving that thing, as you put it. Finessed that thing right back into the groove and goes 372 with a 6. Again, really solid effort there. The car so consistent. Right there on the bulb as well with an 029 light.
Yeah, that was a beautiful job of driving. You could see it carry the front end out there and just going over to the left a little bit. He sat the front end down. He didn't jerk it back. He just slightly pulled it back right in the center of the groove, and really a nice run. He's made a few laps down the racetrack. You can tell by watching that car.
Yeah, definitely ahead of that one. And that will bring up our pair. It's going to feature David Monday lined up in the left lane and Frankie the Madman Taylor lined up in the right lane. Frankie quick to let everybody know, a little smaller engine, he said, a little smaller tire, a little smaller everything over there with that car. Not really his car. He's driving for an owner, so trying to bring home an Ironman with this combination underneath the 69 Camaro. Of course, he's out of Dixon, Texas, and one of the best to ever climb in one of these, a true outlaw competitor his entire career. And David Monday on the other side, a chassis builder driving one of his own cars, certainly doing a good job with some assistance from Howard Moon.
Yeah, Monday, he's made 2 nice runs in eliminations. Frankie, first round, he had a single, I think, in first round and got out there. He got loose. He pedaled it a couple times just to get lane choice for second round. Come back second round, got it figured out. 371 and a 372 for these guys in the second round. This is a tight drag race, number 1 qualifier versus 4. So Monday, he's done a great job, building some of these cars. I think he raced against one of his cars the round before, so he knows these pro mods inside and out.
Larry Jeffers is the chassis lined up on the other side for the Madman. Taylor last time out 371 with a 0. Monday a 372 with a 6. Really close in performance here.
My memory serves me correct. Monday we saw him up against the guardrail almost all the way down last round.
Semi-final round for Vermont. Madman has to go back around him. Can he get it done? He does so. 370 with a 7. His best effort, I should not say that in qualifying did go a 369 with a 9, but 370 with a 7 here. Great way to kick things off. 200 miles per hour, even 021 light for Monday. Did his job at the starting line, just didn't have enough.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see the replay right here. You can see the tire shake right here on Monday's car. Had to pedal it, and that's what cost him. The thing left the starting line, I could see, and it looked like from the tire, it was shaking the tires, and he even banged the blower in the lights. So it was a rough semifinal round for Monday. But yeah, even a quick slap of the throttle and banging the blower, still run a 380.
We'll go racing here in just a few more minutes. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break, and we're right back at it here on Speed Sport 1. Welcome back to the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. We're here at the first event of the 2025 season, having a great time. remember Placino grabbing that win there last night, and maybe Kristen Banks might recall that we've had so many pairs out here and so many people, but not sure if he had an issue or not. So we'll get it back up to Kristen Banks here in just a moment. Left lane lining up here to turn on the bulb. Chris Powers ready to sail down through here. Double 01 light for Chris Powers. Goes 412 with a 573 mile per hour previous pass of 415.
Yeah.
So steps on it nicely here today.
Yeah, come out there. They must have looked at everything last night. Come out this morning in 412 and a double 01. That's pretty stout run for them out of the box today. I think he's ready for the final round.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Nice, smooth pass right there. Picks up the front end, sets it back down nicely. Straight as a string. Really, really nice run. All right, let's get it back up to Kristen Banks. She's with the Madman.
Frankie Madman Taylor, you put it in the finals. Now show me what you just did in that run.
We hole shot it and went.
He hole shot it and he put it in the final.
Put it in the final. I think we ran low ET of 70 with something, I don't know. We finally went 200 at the 70 over stuff, so the air up here is like not the greatest, especially for this combination I got. But I want to thank Daryl for putting all this on for us. IHRA, y'all are doing an amazing job here. I feel sorry for all the people that didn't come because, man, they were having a great time up here. And it's final time, baby.
Congratulations and good luck in that final.
Thank you. Hey, I want to thank my granddaughter, Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Hi.
Congrats.
It's a good day when you go into the finals. Takes a lot of pressure off, then puts it right back on. So Jerry Tucker and Jeremy Huffman. Jeremy Huffman, your number 1 qualifier. Tucker, the number 4 qualifier, lined up on the right-hand side.
Huffman a 410 last round. Tucker right behind, 414. Huffman's car has been on fire all weekend. That thing's just been consistently quick every run down the racetrack.
Tucker out of Lindsay, Oklahoma. Jerry Bickel chassis. Frank Gugliotta helping out with him. Haas car on the other side for Jeremy Huffman. Big 832 cubic inch naturally aspirated power plant. Fan of the doors there to clean things out. Give them some good clear vision. Let them get some air. Yeah, this one, I mean, that 400s could be made up at the starting line very easily.
And Tucker had an issue on his first qualifying run, but ever since, that car went right straight down the racetrack, too.
Red light. Your number 1 qualifier's out. He missed it by a fair amount. 064 red. Tucker 022 green goes 412 with a 7. 7/1000ths off of Huffman's 412 with a 0. So Tucker did pick it up for sure. Huffman was going to have to be on point if he was going to win that one at the starting line. Unfortunately, just a little bit too quick.
Yeah, you said those 400s could be made up a start line, and I know Jeremy, he knew that as well, and he was pushing it. They knew they both had to push it, and just a tad too early there, and Jerry Tucker going to the final round.
And once again, let's get it up to Kay Banks.
Chris Powers facing Jerry Tucker in the finals of that Mountain Motor Pro Stock. How do you like your matchup?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I got Chuck Samuel tuning his Sunny powered hot rod, so we're pumped. I just 001 there, 005 the last round, 010 the other round. The car's flying. Chuck's got this thing tuned up on rails, so we're ready to go for anybody.
Any changes you're going to make before that final?
We'll just pick out a little bit more and see if we can maybe try and go like a 9 or a 10 here.
Well, congratulations to Chris Powers going to that final round.
Very, very confident driver, and rightfully so. He has earned that confidence.
If he could just get his lights a little better, I think he'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on, really?
That is the nature of that category for sure.
Let's check in with Kay Banks on the top end with Jerry Tucker, the other final round.
Jerry Tucker, you had a tough matchup. What was your mindset going into that semifinal?
We just had to race the track and race ourselves. As long as we don't mess up, and if they go out and beat us, they beat us. And if we don't mess up, we'll be hard to beat.
Is the goal to take home an Ironman later this afternoon?
Oh yeah, it's been a struggle getting here, and it's been a great race. This IHRA deal has really done good, and I hope it stays around. I had a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations to Jerry Tucker. We look forward to seeing him in that final later on.
We are far from done. You got to make sure you come back and join us as we go racing once again in just a few minutes here from the IHRA. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series. All the racing action going down right here at Durana Raceway. And we're going to show you the ladder here for Pro Stock. This is the 500-inch class as Larry Morgan and Derek Reese will square off here in the semifinal round. Just 4 thousandths of a second between the two, so it should be an exciting run here. Larry Morgan with one previous IHRA Pro Stock win. Let's go back to 1989 in Norwalk. Debut of the 500-inch class here with the IHRA. They did run all the cars in the same class at one time and would give them a weight break, but first time that the 500-inch class has been separate. Look there at some of the rules and regulations for the 500-inch class. Just like the Mountain Motors, naturally aspirated here, so no power adders allowed.
These two have kind of went back and forth all weekend. One will be the quicker of the session, and the next one's the quicker of the session. So it's be an interesting race between the two of these.
Larry Morgan, of course, so seasoned. Larry Morgan with over 640 national events. Second only to Warren Johnson, I believe. Incredible effort there. 12 wins over the course of his illustrious career.
Dropped the clutch pedal a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, no doubt. And Derek Reese with his debut in 2024. So
yeah, we got the two ends of the spectrum right there. I don't want to sound bad for Larry, but I remember when I was a kid.
Well, we had him up here yesterday, and he's been very instrumental in this comeback for the IHRA. Couldn't be happier to be out here.
He's having fun. That's what I like. He's having
fun, man, and still very capable. As I recall, his bulb was off a little bit yesterday. We'll see if he gets a little sharper here on the tree today. Money round here. Larry rolls right in, turns the top bulb on.
Red light.
And we were wondering if Larry Morgan would pick up the reaction time department a little bit. He was ready for the final round, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't know if he was ready for the final round or Derek was really early and that Larry just went.
Maybe he reacted.
Yeah, I think he might have reacted. Negative 201, minus 201 for Derek. So Larry might have went, oh, go. But it would have been all for naught anyway. Derek, as soon as he dropped the clutch, it shook the tires. And Larry right on down through there. 445, 162 for the final round win.
Yeah, 0-1-0 reaction time here for Larry Morgan. And, yeah, Derek Reese missing it by 2/10 here.
Oh, tire shake for Larry as well. Both cars shaking the tires hard.
A little more track out there than these guys are.
I don't know. I'm not too sure that Derek maybe didn't double step a little bit too. You know, he was so early. I think he might have went, oh, not yet. Sometimes your feet just go, and you didn't tell them to go. They just do it.
maybe not the way that you wanted to win, but how great does it feel walking away on that top
You
step?
know, it's good. You know, I haven't raced a lot in a while, but to come here and win this race is pretty special for everybody involved with the IHRA and Durana and all the people that's worked very hard for Beaver Motorsports. I just drive this car. I don't have a lot to do with it, but we're just all excited. I'm happy for all the people here.
Now, I got to brag on you for a little bit. Larry has been running waters up to all the track guys. Look, now you get a water, but he has been keeping us hydrated all weekend, and it's hot out here. So thank you so much, Larry, and congratulations.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure, and you guys have done a fine job. We're awful proud to have you guys with us.
Well, congratulations on a great win, and you're walking away with that Ironman.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys, Larry Morgan.
You got to make sure you come back and join us as we go racing once again in just a few minutes here at the IHRA. Welcome back to the IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series. We're here at the first event of the 2025 season, having a great time. All right, we're ready to go racing here. We have 3 more final rounds to go. The Pro Nitrous cars are rolling up here into the water box. We'll have Mountain Motor Pro Stock, of course, and Pro Modified as well. Pat Musey power on both sides. Brentsfield with a bye run there to get his way into the final. Had to beat Wilson, Eddie Wilson, in round number 1. Earned that bye run in the semifinal round. And on the other side, it's Tony Wilson. Him and Widener went at it. Widener with that beautiful Corvette. Take a look at the ladder here, going back to that semifinal round. What a great race it was between Wilson and Widener. Wilson with the better of the 2 reaction times, but it was 0.36 to an 0.43. And then Widener with the better of the 2 ETs, a 374.0 to a 374 with a 5 for Wilson. Incredible racing here as they start the nitrous purging process and rolling up to the starting line. Number 1, number 2 qualifiers, a 375.0, 375 with an 8. They have been locked together here this weekend. Should be a great final round. Brentsfield lined up in the right lane. Both out of North Carolina. Wilson out of Kannapolis. And Oak Ridge for Brentsfield. Top pole bond for Wilson.
Right in.
For Brentsfield, front end up in the air there pretty late in the run, slammed back down. Laundry came out. 0.26 late for Brentsfield, was definitely on a run right there. A little bit better 60-foot time as well, but couldn't get it to the finish line. Tony Wilson will take the win here with a 379.0 201.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this replay. I mean, from behind, you could see the hood scoop on the car up in the air. I mean, it was crazy.
Keep our eyes on the far lane here. The bright orange car, and see what went wrong. Got off to a great start.
Look at it just keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. Rattle. Oh, man, that was wild. It just kept climbing.
Finally had to check up, hold the chutes. So this one isn't going to end well if I stay on the throttle here.
Pucker factor came into effect there. That's enough. That's good. I give. Wow, that was an awesome ride, and
I mean 257.5 at the 330, and he had 0.26 light to an 0.89 light. 257.3 on the other side for Wilson, so well ahead of Wilson at the 330.
Absolutely, and I'm not too sure that wasn't tripped with the rear wheels.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually.
Tony Wilson, Pro Nitrous champion with a 379. What's different about this car than all the other ones in the field?
Just me and Danny Perry and Patrick Barnhill. We've worked on it for a couple weeks now, just working out some things we've had, and it goes right down the racetrack. I mean, we made a lot of good runs, and they wasn't the fastest runs, but they're consistent. And I got to thank Greenbrier, Kevin, and Alan, and just for the opportunity. So.
Consistency is key. How are you going to celebrate grabbing that Ironman trophy this weekend?
I'm ready to go see my grandson. So I'm ready to see Memphis, and this is our first national event. We've won a lot of races around our local tracks, and I've been trying for one of these for about 10 years, and it's amazing. My wife, Katie, Yankee Dave Matthews, I mean, it's really good.
Well, congratulations on that Pro Nitrous Championship, Tony. Great job today.
All right. And we'll show you the ladder here in Mountain Motor Pro Stock.
Solid field of cars. All comes down to Jerry Tucker and Chris Powers in the final round. Number 4 and number 6 qualifier just kind of worked their way through the field.
They fire up the Mountain Motor Pro Stock cars and ready to rip here.
All right. Mountain Motor Pro Stock rules. Maximum cubic inch, 833 inches for a Hemi, 843 on the wedges. Must use the VP Racing Fuels, sponsor of IHRA. Electronic fuel injection is legal. Electronic shifters are prohibited. You're going to have to do the shifting.
All right, here we go. Chris Powers lined up in the left lane, Jerry Tucker in the right lane. 390th event for Mountain Motor Pro Stock here with the IHRA, longest running pro class in IHRA history. Either of these drivers will become the 75th different winner in class.
Two beautiful race cars. Really, really beautiful race cars. Didn't like where they're, but neither one of them like where they're at. Pulled them both out of beams, backing them up.
Last time on the track, how about this? 412 with a 7 for Tucker, 412 with a 5 for Powers. 175, 173, but ET's right there within a couple thousandths of each other. This one could very well come back to the starting line.
Starting line's going to be a big factor, I have to believe.
Sonny Power there in the left lane, as you can see.
Wheelie bars are set. Doors are shut. It's all you, boys.
Here we go. The final round from Mountain Motor Pro Stock. Here with the International Hot Rod Association. Top bulb on for Powers. Towards the center line. The better of the two reaction times of Jerry Tucker, an 0.27 light to an 0.51, and Tucker puts a 4.12 on the board with a 0, a 4.12 with a 2 for Powers. We talked about the starting line being so critical. It was a difference here once again. ET separated by just 0.02 of a second.
Yeah, and I mean, to come back, they both ran 4.12s in the semifinal round. Come right back up. Both of them run 4.12 again. I mean, outstanding job by the Mountain Motor Pro Stock team. And starting line, a little bit of advantage, and a little bit of advantage on the ET, and then you get holding the trophy.
I don't know if we'll see it here, but you can see that Powers car hit the tire back there right at the throttle, right at the hit, and turned the car to the right just a little bit. So he had to slowly bring that one back just a tick, but really it was that starting line advantage for Tucker.
Yeah, it was getting way over. He was a tire out of the groove here to the right, but did a nice job of just bringing that car back to the left, dropping that chute pretty early. He knew the car was moving around a little bit on him, got that chute out right away. Mountain Motor Pro Stock class put on a great show. I mean, we saw whole shot wins and really close side-by-side races, only a few thou between the two drivers, and just a great show. That originally started off as an 8-car show this weekend, and it was such a good showing that they expanded to everybody gets to race. I think it ended up 14 or 15 cars there, and man, what a show.
Exactly what we would expect. And once again, let's get back up to Kay Banks. She's with another winner.
Jerry Tucker, 0.02 of a second separated you and your competitor. How were you able to get that edge?
Hey, we thrashed on our car all week, and we went up there we just tried to race ourselves and race the track and not do anything silly, and just if they outrun us, they outrun us. If we don't, we got them.
What was it about your car that brought you to the top of the podium?
Our car is getting better every time. It's a brand new deal, brand new team. I brought one guy from Elite with me, Richie, and Cupcake, and Frank we put this thing together over the winter, and we've had some struggles, but I think we got it now.
How's Jerry Tucker going to celebrate this win?
Long and hard.
Y'all heard it right here. Congratulations, Jerry Tucker.
Yeah, great job there. Congratulations to him. Hard-fought battle. It always is in Mountain Motor Pro Stock. You walk away with one of those Ironmen in that category, you have accomplished something for sure. Best in the business out there, banging hard. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to our final pair.
The final.
The final. Yep. And it will go down in Pro Mod. The Madman, Frank Taylor. And we'll take a look at the ladder here and show you how they got there.
Frankie Taylor, #1 spot, right down to the final round. Mike DiDomenico, #3. Both of them right from the top, one from the left, one from the right, meeting in the final.
Yeah, again, I mean, how many times have we seen this? It's actually been pretty exciting to see #1, #2 qualifiers make it to the final round. It seems like that's a rarity for the most part.
I think Frankie Taylor might have just taken charge of this Pro Mod category. On that second run, nighttime qualifying, when we had lights out at the racetrack, and he said, "Get out of my way, I got this," and went right to the #1 spot.
Yeah, him and Disco Dean both. Disco Dean came out and said, "I'm going to run down through there," and Mike DiDomenico having some issues here. Picked up the throttle to get into the water box, and the car did not move. Trying to rock that thing to see if they could get it into gear.
Not sure what's going on. He was concerned about some breakage after his run in the semis, and that's it. Shut it off. It's going to be a single for Frankie for the win.
Oh man, so disappointing for the team. Yeah, I wonder if they checked everything else and, just missed whatever that was. Who knows? Whatever the case is, this one will go to the Madman. Last one to win in this category, Billy Glidden, Martin, Michigan, 2016. This will be the first Ironman for the Madman. Not much this guy hasn't won, but he's not won an IHRA event till today. To the left, just a tick at the other end. Takes his time at the starting line. Throws a 372 with a 6 on the board, 199 miles an hour. So the car went right down through there. DiDomenico would have had to earn it, but I'm sure he would have loved the opportunity to do that and did not get it.
Yeah, I hate to see that. Just an issue there that was weird because the car, they fired up just fine, but the car wouldn't move. So his gut instinct in the semis that maybe something broke might have been correct, and he just couldn't find it, or it'll be interesting to hear what that was later on. But great job for Frankie. #1 qualifier right down through there, 372 and a win.
Another look at it here. The hired gun here this weekend.
Not a whole lot wrong with that run. Just nice, smooth, easy. 372. Easy, I say easy 72.
Well,
just a nice run for them. That's what that car did all weekend. So Frankie Taylor doing a great job of driving and keeping that going straight. Not an easy thing to do in this category, and picking up the win.
Qualified number 1 with a 369 and a 9. Previous round, 370. Round before that, 371. Winning round, 372.
Huh? Yeah, they call me the Madman, all kind of stuff.
You are the Madman, and now you're a champion, and you did it.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Happy birthday, Scotty Cannon. How fitting it is for Frankie Taylor to win on Scotty Cannon's birthday. I want to thank Daryl for putting this all on for us, bringing IHRA back. Scotty will be back here soon. I'm telling you, he's got a guy that drives for him, and they'll be back here. They'll probably be at Milan or wherever we're going next. I want to thank everybody, my crew. My brother had to leave because he goes on vacations. He's in Cancun right now. And to win this, great.
What can we expect from the Madman this year?
Hopefully a lot of winning. That's what we try to do. We pour our heart and soul. We ain't got no other hobbies. It's this. I got my car and I got Jay Dietrich's car here. He's going to take over driving for next year, but I got my car I'm going to bring out. And to do this, man, this is great. Hey, we almost got that 75 figured out. We're only at 70, but he's got a race at that Vegas, and he wants to run 75, 2,500 pounds. We're getting it there.
Hey, I think you can do it. How does this win compare to your others?
Man, this is the first national event type win. You know what I'm saying? I've had a bunch of quick 8 wins, bunch of 80RL wins, XDRL wins. I've been in Arabia drag racing league. I've won over in Australia for the Brays. I drove for Victor and Ben Bray. Got 2 wins out of the 8 races. That was pretty cool. But to do this right here, Daryl, thank you for putting this all on for us.
Well, congratulations, Frankie Madman Taylor. You're taking home that Ironman.
Hi, Ellie. Love you, baby.
Got to love everything about that. And happy birthday to Scotty Cannon. How about the winningest driver in IHRA Pro Mod history? 44 final rounds, 28 total wins, 16 runner-ups, 63.64% winning average there for Mr. Scotty Cannon. And apparently, according to the Madman, he's coming back, and we'd love to have him.
Yeah. Boy, that was a great see. That hard to believe that's his first national event win. Frankie Taylor. I mean, you hear the name for years, and what do you mean that's his first national event win? But he's won everything else. Why not?
Well, he said it earlier. I mean, he's just been an outlaw racer his entire career. So
outlaw no more.
Outlaw no more.
National event champion.
We've had a great time out here at Durana Raceway. Hope you enjoyed all the racing action. It's certainly been a pleasure to bring it to you. For the Christens, both Banks and Beat, and of course my colleague, Tommy Johnson Jr., I'm Ken Stout. We'll see you next time with the IHRA.